We bet you are beyond ready for the release of Descendants 3. Fans everywhere are holding their breath waiting for the next chapter. But what happens after the third movie?
We're gonna be spiteful, yes, spiteful. That's nice.
If you love The Descendants, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Now let's get into what happens to Mal after Descendants 3. We cannot wait for Descendants 3. We're hooked on the story and are dying to know what happens to our favorite characters next. There are a lot of theories as to what will happen in the third movie. We know Mal encounters a strange blue light and calls it Dad.
Dad?
We can all guess that there will be an epic showdown with Uma. There are plenty of fan theories about what new characters we'll meet. A few new characters have been confirmed and are guaranteed to appear in the film. We know we'll be meeting Hades and Dr. Facilier.
Name is Hades, Lord of the Dead. Hi, how you doing?
Audrey will make her big return to Auradon, and with all of those details confirmed for what will happen in the next movie, we can't help but wonder what will happen after the next chapter ends. Mal is a fan favorite and central to the story, so what happens to her after the Descendants 3, The Big Sleep, ends? We'd like to think that after she finally gets to meet her father, that he remains in her life. Maleficent said that Mal got all of her good traits from her human father. We all know you can't trust everything a villain says,
What dear old mama said.
so there's no telling if Mal's dad really is human. We can't even be sure he's a good guy. He did like Maleficent after all. We hope for Mal's sake that her dad is awesome. Mal's dad could be a pretty good guy considering how very not rotten to the core his daughter is. Even with Maleficent's evil influence, Mal still turned out to be sweet and honorable. Are those traits that Mal chose on her own, or is her dad a genuinely nice guy? Where did she get all those great qualities? Whoever Mal's dad is, they have lost time to make up for. They need to get to know each other and build a relationship. After the third movie, Mal probably takes some time to bond with her new family and learn what a normal parent is like. With such a terrible mother, Mal really needs a great relationship with a loving father.
Do you enjoy watching innocent people suffer?
Well, yeah.
She has a lot of healing to do, and a good dad could help a lot. Mal's meeting her dad isn't the only change that will likely happen in her life. Fans everywhere have their own theories as to how the story of Mal and Ben continues. It's not hard to see where certain parts of the plot are going. There's an epic love story at the heart of all the Descendants movies. After Descendants 3, Mal will most likely be Queen of Auradon. She's been in love with Ben for a long time. This is a Disney story after all, so a happy ending is almost guaranteed. Breakups are pretty rare in the Disney world. True love always wins the day. The obvious next step of Auradon's favorite couple is a romantic proposal and a big royal wedding. Honestly, who doesn't want to see Mal in a huge purple wedding dress? It's the logical next step, and fans want to see it. After the happy couple is married, Mal will naturally be crowned queen. That's a lot of responsibility, but Mal is perfect for the job. As queen, will Mal finally lift the barrier and set the Isle free? Both Mal and Ben know that there are a lot of kids who deserve a chance. They shouldn't be held accountable for their parents' evil deeds. Mal could definitely be the perfect spokesperson for unification. Her marriage to Ben will be a symbol of cooperation between Auradon and the Isle. Ben wanted to lift the ban before he fell in love with Mal. With a VK as his wife and queen, Ben will be more motivated than ever to lift the barrier. A unified Auradon with no threat from the Isle sounds like a perfect place to raise a child. Once Ben and Mal are happily married in a thriving Auradon, a baby seems like the most obvious next step.
A baby?
We can't help but imagine a perfect little princess in ruffles and a tiara, or maybe a little prince in blue and gold. Either way, Mal and Ben's baby is sure to be powerful and of course cute. The story must go on, and Auradon will need a new generation of kids. Mal and Ben's children will live a happy life of luxury. They'll be royalty in a beautiful kingdom with loving parents. Will the other VKs have their own children for them to play with? How cute would it be if the lifelong friends had kids that were best friends too? A generation of Auradon kids whose parents were born on the Isle would be the ultimate symbol of peace between the two cities. If the barrier is lifted and Mal has children, would Maleficent finally give up her wicked ways? Could Mal get the ultimate happy ending? Dove Cameron has said she's got some ideas about where she'd like to see her character go. She thinks the love story between Ben and Mal is great, but she wants to see her character come into her own. We couldn't agree more. Ben is dreamy, and their love is adorable, but Mal deserves to work on herself too. Dove sees Mal really exploring her power. Mal has an incredible amount of magical ability, but it can be unpredictable. She needs to have space and freedom to explore what she's fully capable of. Can you imagine how great Mal would be after she fully embraces her power? As queen and fully in control, Mal would be an unstoppable force for good. After the third movie ends, we see Mal happy, reigning over Auradon with kindness and intelligence, and fully in control of her power. The Descendants movies have fans all over the world. After the first two films, the excitement for the third is insane. We can't wait to see the next chapter of the story and beyond. We will never get sick of Auradon and its residents. And that's it for this peek into the future of the Descendants. We'll see you in the future in the next video.